So today's video, I'm going to be taking you along on my Spark delivery that I do. Okay, so I'm heading into work and it is 8:05 in the morning. There's a beautiful sun coming up. It's going to be a gorgeous day, and I love days like this because the sun is shining and everything just feels warm and better, even if it's cold outside. So, the things I do on my way in, I have to get my Spark turned on, so that's turned on. And then I also make sure that my car is clean. And I think that's really important for delivery drivers. Whether you have a nice car or an old clunker car, whether you're a college student driving mom and dad's car, or you just bought your first car and it's 30 years old, whatever the case may be. I mean, we all have our situations, but we can keep them clean. You know, we can keep them washed, and we can keep them vacuumed out so that we don't get garbage and lint and dirt and mud or whatever all over people's groceries or on their bags or whatever. So I try to always make sure I keep my vehicle clean. I also make sure that I have a full tank of gas at the beginning of each. Then I feel more put together and more ready to take on the day, and I feel confident when customers see me or see the vehicle I'm in or see their groceries being hauled up to the door. They know that I'm doing my best to make sure that their groceries are taken care of and their items are going to be clean when they receive them. You always want to record your mileage, so make sure that you have some sort of a record keeper. I was trying on just a notebook and found that just did not work for me. I kept losing it, making a mess. So I opted to get this little budget book, and it is perfect. I'll leave a link in the description below for the Amazon. That's where I got it from, was Amazon. So I'll leave a link down there. So I always fill up my gas at Sam's Club because I have a Sam's Club membership, and they have the least expensive gas in town. So that's where I went next. Okay, and so as I mentioned at the first of the video, my next stop is the car wash. I found an amazing car wash here in Cache Valley. It's the Judge's Car Wash on Main Street and Airport Road. I think that's 2600 North or something like that. Anyway, they are the best car wash I've ever been to. When you're done running your car through, you can go pull into an indoor car spa, I guess is what I'd call it, and you can hang your mats up and wash them. They have spray bottles full of Windex and interior cleaner, as well as towels that you can use to wipe down your car inside. And they have amazing vacuums as well. And it's all climate controlled and temperature controlled in there, so it makes it really nice. So I would suggest, if you're in the northern Utah area, look for Judge's Car Wash. The first week that I was able to spark, that I finally got notification, happened to be the week that I had broke my hand. So that was a whole hoop-de-doo. And my daughter was also in the hospital a few hours away from here. Go past this light,
then at the next one, turn right.
And so I really couldn't do much. I did one spark, I think, that week, just to get my feet wet and to figure it out. There are so many reasons that I love this job. One of them is I can do it whenever I need to, or whenever I want to, or whenever I can.
At the light, turn right onto North Main Street.
And that's the key word right there, is whenever I can, because so many people are in the same type of situation I am. Maybe a little bit different details, but whether it's, you know, moms, single moms, or single dads even, trying to work around having kids or sick kids, or perhaps being a caregiver like I am. My daughter has epilepsy, and it's been really hard to be able to find any kind of work that you can do just whenever you want. So unless you're self-employed with a booming business, it's really, really difficult. So this has been a great eye-opener for me, and I really love this, and I suggest this kind of a job for those of you that may be in a similar situation, or whatever the case may be. Okay, there's a few things here I would suggest everybody get if you're going to be a delivery driver. The first one is one of these phone holders that you can stick up on your windshield. It helps you be a safer driver. You still have access to your orders and addresses, and it keeps it safely in sight without it being in the way of your other needs. Also, these thermal bags for your food, for drinks, or for pizza boxes. Keeps things hot or cold, and it can make all the difference with your customers. If they receive warm pizza and warm meals, they're a lot happier, and that gets you better reviews and better tips. So the ETA for this order, this second order that I'm delivering in this batch, it is due here pretty quick, and the ETA is 9 minutes away. I have exactly 12 minutes until the next batch of orders comes out. And sitting in a parking lot for another hour waiting for the next batch of orders to come out is not very conducive with managing time. Hopefully I can make it before the next batch comes out. So I made it with literally 1 minute to spare on that other order that I just delivered. However, I still got skipped by the Spark app. So that probably means that it's like really slow this hour or something like that. So it's lunchtime and I'm taking a break. Not every day do I go and get me something to eat, but some days I do. I got this from a little place named Neater's Bakery and Cafe. And I really needed something healthy today. I forgot what kind of bread they said this is, but ooh, it sure does look good. And it's turkey and bacon. So I think that looks really good. And fruit smoothie made with strawberries. So I'm super excited and I'm going to enjoy this meal right now. So I've had a pretty good day today. I've been switching between two different apps. I've been doing Spark delivery and I've been doing Instacart. I seem to be having pretty good luck doing that today. It's not particularly super busy on either one. So right now I'm just waiting to go pick up a Spark order and deliver it. But I've got a few minutes extra, so I'm taking a lunch break. You know, once in a while during holidays and stuff, you'll get somebody that tips really well and makes that day worth it. But chances are you'll go another week and a half before you'll get anybody that actually tips really well again. Most people just tip $1 or $2 and think that's DoorDash has its moments, and there's been a few times I've been super grateful to have DoorDash. So I'm not knocking DoorDash. And the one thing I do like about DoorDash is your money is immediate. It's you go out, you earn it, and you get it immediately. You don't have to wait. As soon as you're done with that dash, you can clock out and it will immediately pay you. So that's what I like about DoorDash, and it has its place too, a catch-all. If I'm already in town and I'm just slow on one of my other apps, DoorDash is a really great option to be able to pick up the slack sometimes with my time. And I'm going to go Spark again tomorrow, and we'll see if I have a comparable day with that. I don't know. Fruit. Okay, and here's some of the bad things about being a delivery driver. In between orders, you just sit, and there's absolutely nothing to do, and you feel very unproductive because you look at the time that you could be making deliveries, and it's a crapshoot. Sometimes you may get orders at during that hour. Sometimes you might not, so then you're off to sitting for a second hour. Which brings me to my next point, having to open up two apps and work two different apps, because no one app pays you well enough to buy your loyalty for them, I guess is what it is. And so sometimes you have to keep two apps open, and then when you receive a delivery order for one app, then you close the other app down and you have to switch and work for the next app. I wish that apps would give you enough pay and enough work regularly enough. You know, if you're free, then they should be giving you orders. If there's orders to give, they shouldn't be holding them off. And I do like that about DoorDash. DoorDash, if they have the orders, they'll give them to you. But they're also a lot more of the fast food restaurants and things like that orders. Whereas Spark and Instacart are more grocery shopping or curbside pickup shopping and delivering. So there's pros and cons to these things. I love the fact that we can work whenever we want, whenever we can. I have a daughter with epilepsy. The other morning I thought we could work, and so we came in, and it ended up she had a seizure in the car, and we ended up having to go home. So I had to clock out, and I couldn't work that day. But I do love the convenience, and that's why I do this, is because of the convenience of coming and going when you need to or want to or can. Good tipping customers. And the app offers you enough that it makes it worthwhile. Then you want to do a better job. You want to be more loyal to one specific app. There is one app that I love the most, and I wish so much that they would pay enough and the customers would tip enough that I could be loyal to just that app. If these apps would pay enough to their delivery drivers and treat them right, you wouldn't have to worry about another app coming in and taking over your business and taking business away from you, because your delivery drivers would be loyal. And there's enough apps out here now for delivery drivers that we don't have to stay. We don't have to sit and take the orders that are $4 for delivery of 6 miles away, and that includes the tip. You know, that's going to take us an hour, so that equals $4 that hour. It's not worth it. We're not going to take those orders, and you learn that the first week or so after working. You got to pay them good, because they have to go home and support their families at the end of the day as well. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I'm just a Grammy and a mom, and I'm doing my best to help my family and raise the money that I need to live and survive just like everybody else. And I hope these apps can figure it out, because I think this is a really great service that we need in our county, but really everywhere needs this option. So for delivery. It's 8:44 in the morning. I just dropped my grandkids off at school. And so we'll see how today goes. Okay, here I am on another day of sparking. It is super windy and cold, snowy, icy, just bitter cold outside. Usually when that happens, it means a pretty good day for delivery drivers, because most people just do not want to go out in it. They don't want to risk the driving and sliding off the roads or battling the winds and freezing temperatures. So hopefully today's going to be a really good day for delivery. It's 8:44 in the morning. I just dropped my grandkids off at school. And so we'll see how today goes. Okay, so you guys, I just took on the best order ever. It was the hardest one I've ever done, but I got a $98 tip. You guys, that is so awesome. I had 187 items I had to get, and it took me 2.5 hours of shopping. I took it to his house and unloaded it. He opened up his garage for me. It was the easiest unload I've ever done, but it's the hardest order that I've ever done. Anyway, so I told him thank you for the tip, because it was really nice. That would have been like a $40 tip or something. So anyway, after I got done unloading and got in my truck, I looked on my Instacart and I saw $141 flash. And I was like, what? So that means this guy gave me like a $98 tip. A $98 tip, you guys. I got a $98 tip plus what the Instacart paid me. So anyway, that's insane. I'm so excited. That's the best tip I've ever gotten. The guy was really, really nice. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're hunkering down for the next year, but they've got some supplies to do it now. So anyway, it was a fun order to do. Hard and stressful, but it was really fun. I think that's probably the best order I've ever had. And the reward was excellent. So I've never had anybody tip like that, but thank you to that person that was so amazing, left me that kind of a tip. You really make my job worthwhile that day. Once again, it's the little things that get us through our days. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.